going to be a game where the two key words are pride and courage, Peter. Pride in that you have to be prepared to fight for everything, and courage to be daring, to stand up and to commit yourself.
So things are underway. And the pass is intercepted. Scholes. And here's Cruyff. Looking to play him in. Scholes unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't.
Del Piero clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
That's an imaginative pass. Floated through.
Del Piero will be relishing this game to showcase his many talents.
The guy's just class, isn't he?
Yeah, I think the only way to stop him is to get players around him quickly. If there's any standing off, then he'll dish up some severe punishment.
Jordi Alba. And he was alert to it. Turns back here, probably the best option.
It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text about their respective uninvolvement.
Cannavaro.
Palmeiras really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
Now it's Bruno Henrique. And he's had it nicked away. Bergomi is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Dida. Nesta. Cannavaro. And it's Yaya Toure. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now it's Bruno Henrique. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Threads one in. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Scholes. Good running, strong and purposeful. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Looking for options for movement. Oh, important interception. Pass somewhat off target. It's Iniesta! Well, that has not gone well. Now it's Bruno Henrique. De Arrascaeta. Nicely weighted ball. That's Gerson. De Arrascaeta. No way through. Now it's Del Piero. Played back. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Drills, chance for a shot!
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Well, a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. De Arrascaeta. Oh, well played, well played. Now it's Del Piero. Del Piero. And Del Piero! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Del Piero really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Palmeiras with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Pele! He's having a shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Cruyff is offering a wry smile there.
It's their second corner of the game. Iniesta goes short, and a shot! Gerson clears. And the referee has blown for half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So neither side has found a way through yet.
After all that probing and testing the waters, here's hoping for a more open second half.
Well, generally speaking, an entertaining half. Lack of goals a notable thing, but that's not to say it hasn't been very watchable.
Teremos uma substituição.
So, into the second half.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Iniesta will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Jordi Alba goes for a shot! Flamengo do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Iniesta can so cleverly bypass the press. Lovely bit of skill. Jordi Alba receives it. And a header! Superb goal!
Boom! There we go. And it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Palmeiras are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
The first breakthrough.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
And it's Neymar. Not the most accurate pass. Spread to the right. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Tries to cross. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming, a big chance! Your impression so far, Jim?
Flamengo are not doing enough to get themselves back in the game. They're not as threatening as their opposition. It's got to change.
Now it's Neymar. That looks a good ball through. He's in one-on-one. Threatening run, but a measured piece of goalkeeping.
Listen, in those situations, he always looks as if he's in control. He never seems to get flustered. Exemplary.
Vinicius Junior showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Iniesta. Cruyff, the specialist in tearing teams apart. And Cruyff! And that has fair fizzed.
Palmeiras couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Flamengo perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution.
Well, the manager's got a decision to make here, whether he's happy to stick or twist.
Ronaldinho. Knocks it into space. Zico. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Tries to pass it through. And he's cut it out. There's the shot! That's a sharp pass.
Flamengo really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
And he was quick to react. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Now it's Pelé. Iniesta going face-to-face with his great rival. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Substituição no time do Palmeiras.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Camisa 10. Deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa
He's
20.
looking wide, and he's picked it up out wide. He has found the way through.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And that is a little undercooked. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Now that looks a decent ball. Jordi Alba has it out wide and in space. Oh, nice touch. Jordi Alba proves just a little bit too strong. And they win it back again. 1 minute to add, according to the board. Crunching tackle. And time is up. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence, but just one goal to show for all of that. And so the calm before the storm. A game this so engraved into sporting history. These two teams have squared up so many times before. It is a rivalry whose significance has never been diluted and never ever will be. All stemming from that simple dread at the very idea of losing each to the other. Everyone here is obliged to win. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So bring it on.
Well, it's certainly going to be huge, Peter. The demands, both physical and mental, on these players out there will be massive, and there's going to be a big responsibility on both captains to keep the players in check. We need talkers to ensure that everyone plays the game, and not this occasion.
So straight into the action. Buffon breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Pelé. We're talking a genuinely stylish player here in Frank Rijkaard. You're not arguing with that, Jim, are you?
No, I've got to totally agree with every word you just said. As holding midfielders go, he is one of the very best. Nothing phases him.
And the pass is intercepted. And it's Del Piero. Beckenbauer calmly anticipates. Nothing much to report on so far. Each side waiting to make their first move. And that was nowhere near his best. Yaya Toure. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. And reclaimed it in a trice. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Cruyff. Cruyff's cross. Gets his head on it! No, couldn't quite control it.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Neymar in acres of space out wide. Oh, what has happened here? It's gone out for a throw-in. And that's definitely not his best. And he's picked it up out wide. And this is Ronaldinho. Oh, well played. Flamengo, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. And here's Ronaldinho. Cruyff quietly revving up. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Thuram. And Dixon.
Palmeiras definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
Jordi Alba is always looking to play quality balls. Rijkaard. Lahm. 15 minutes till half-time. Chance here to counter. And he's intervened well there. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Cannavaro. Beckenbauer. Nesta gets across to intercept that. Looking for the run. Bergomi. Well, a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. Iniesta. Thuram gets a foot in here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Can he finish? Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
I think that was probably what the opposition wanted him to do, Peter. They're not going to be overly worried if he's shooting from that sort of distance.
Maldini.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
And he's managed to get free. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Maldini. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Can he get it through? Iniesta. Jordi Alba. Iniesta. Jordi Alba charging forward down that flank. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Oh, that's ambitious. And the keeper has reacted superbly there. And that is the end of the first half. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. So your views on the first half?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
So we are where we began. The scoreline remains 0-0 at the break. So into the second half.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Goes for a shot! Johan Cruyff, an individual masterpiece!
I kind of had a feeling it was going to be him, Peter. He's one of those players who has a natural knack of reading the tide of a game, and he knew it was his time to make his mark. Sensational.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Palmeiras are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
The first breakthrough.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
Flamengo do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Beckenbauer, that has been slung wide. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Nicked it back promptly. Flamengo still trailing by one and looking here to take it up a notch after the break. Iniesta plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. He's found a way through. Pelé showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now it's Del Piero. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, there really isn't enough happening up front, Peter. They just haven't been afforded much by way of creating chances. They must start showing some bite.
Oh, well played, well played.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Now it's Eto'o. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Nesta. Flamengo perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution.
Well, you can only assume that the manager's got those substitutions on his mind.
He has found the way through. Not the most accurate pass. Cruyff. Neither goes for the shot! He pondered over it, and that goes down as a chance missed.
Cruyff cannot be that slow, and it took the sting out of the break and a big chance wasted.
Oh, that looks a cracking ball. He has a look up. It's Pelé! Brilliant from Pele! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
So that's 2 now without reply.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
And it's Neymar. That's a shade optimistic.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Foot in. Lahm. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Scholes. It's a really well-measured ball. He's shifting through the gears here. And the shot!
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Toure gathers from the goal kick. Pele is flagged offside. He won't be happy with that one. Iniesta. And it's Iniesta. Iniesta going face-to-face with his great rival. Lahm. Eto'o. Now that looks a decent ball.
There they go, hunting again.
He's not played the ball, that's a foul. And he's going to have his name taken.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
That's got him rattled. And we have our very first corner. They've played it short. Palmeiras are looking to go forward now. Oh, he's been caught napping. Cruyff looking understandably energised after his goal. And the number on the board is 3. That is good alertness. Scholes. Bergomi. That's a throw. Oh, Red, nice interception. Neymar. That's that, the end. Flamengo perhaps ended up out of ideas and out of steam. Some warm applause and acknowledgement of the effort put in by the players. Flamengo going eyeball to eyeball with their rivals one more time. A day for parading of colours, a day for pride, a day for partisanship, perhaps a day for personalities who will prevail over what could potentially turn into 90 minutes of bedlam. It's time we ask that age-old question again: who is going to come out on top this time? Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So it is time to let them at it.
Well, what a game this is, Peter. The pressure on both sets of players is tremendous, and they're both expected to win no matter what. It doesn't matter if you're contesting a title, a final, or just playing for pride. This one's always special.
We are just getting started. Delivered low. Easy enough for the goalkeeper.
In Paul Scholes, we have a player who can pull all the strings in midfield, one of England's best ever.
So unsung, but utterly appreciated by those he plays with.
Yeah, simply a master of passing, Peter. His ability to know what's going on around him at any given time makes him such a clever and hugely capable danger in this team.
No way through.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Well read, nice interception. So no chances falling either way for the time being. Neymar. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Bergomi kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Yaya Toure. And he's there to retrieve it. Scholes. Cruyff. Oh, that's ambitious. He won't be happy with that one. And Yaya Toure! Ronaldinho. Flamengo yet to have an attempt on goal. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Nice interception, well timed. Lam.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Played backwards here. Palmeiras are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers. And the finish! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Palmeiras with the corner, there first. And now a sudden chance to counter. No, that's been intercepted. Cannavaro. Yaya Toure. Scholes. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Neymar. Ronaldinho, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. Thuram. Some really good ball movement. Well read, and the danger is averted. Half an hour played now. Rijkaard calmly anticipates. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, shooting chance! Del Piero. And it's Bergomi. And Scholes. Iniesta. Can he get on the end of this? Cross goes in there. Oh, important interception. Rijkaard. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
He's got plenty of space out wide here. And it's Cruyff. Tries from distance. Oh, it's come loose. Corner number 2 then. Pele! Oh, it's a fair try, but just off target.
Pele certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Just eases him off the ball. Half-time getting close now. And here's Ronaldinho. Great defending, strong and determined. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Cannavaro. Yaya Toure. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And it's Yaya Toure. He's gone for goal! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Scholes clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And this could be the final action of the first half. Played back towards his own goal. And the referee has signalled for half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So neither side yet off the mark.
Well, this will have given them a chance to look for any potential holes and weaknesses in the opposition, something that will bear fruit once the teams come out again, I'm sure, Peter.
Well, generally speaking, an entertaining half. Lack of goals a notable thing, but that's not to say it hasn't been very watchable. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Yaya Toure.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Lahm wins the duel this time. Jordi Alba scooting forward. He is through here. Delivered across. Jordi Alba, not one to pass up the chance to run up the defence. He loves those duels.
Well, I thought that run had balance and control, skill and strength. The sort of desire we hope will spread.
Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And that is a little undercooked. Neymar. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Best part of an hour, and still no breakthrough from either side. It's a promising position. He's got away. Iniesta! Oh, split-second reaction.
Iniesta is offering a wry smile there.
Palmeiras get their fourth corner. Flamengo are looking to go forward now. Messi looking to receive it in space. Oh, what a ball! He's having a shot! And he hits the net! And that was as close to certain as can be.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
Substituição no time do Palmeiras.
Palmeiras choosing to make the first change. So a double change here, and both changes are offensive.
Well, it looks like he's playing his trump card. That'll inject a lot of energy.
Decent chance! And it's come back out to him. Goes for a shot! It's a goal! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So that's two now without reply.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Nicely aimed pass. And it's Cruyff. Great ball, and it's Rooney! They're up to 5 corners now. And now they can spring out of defence. Flamengo do have a chance to counter here. Ronaldinho in towards the back stick, punched away. Jordi Alba.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
This looks promising. Oh, easy pickings there. Half an hour gone in the second half. Threads one in. Great. Oh, he's all alone. And the keeper's done brilliantly to thwart him.
Well, his position...
Oh, given away. And a goal kick. Ronaldinho. That is ended up in no man's land. Thuram kept his eye on it, and he's there. Beckenbauer. Pass somewhat off target. And this is Rooney. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And that's gone loose. Looking to play him in. Spread neatly. And this is Cruyff. Shoots! Messi. And he was quick to react. Flamengo can consider themselves just about safe now. Might be Cruyff! And how did he not put that away?
That's more like it. They have to force the issue, and that's the way to do it.
Now, can they get him away? Well, that has not gone well. Yaya Toure. And there's green grass ahead of him. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Time is desperately short now, but it is a corner. The corner count is rising. That's 6. Flamengo have the chance to go the other way.
4 minutos de acréscimo.
Iniesta. Scholes. He's beaten the last man. Tries a shot! Denied by an instinctive save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
It's a lucky 7th corner. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Cruyff! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Well, the corners keep on coming. This is their 8th of the game now. And we're done. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory never in doubt in the mind of the mastermind in all of this. A solid win, which will be welcomed all round. Neymar taking it. And so the calm before the storm. A game this so engraved into sporting history. These two teams have squared up so many times before. It is a rivalry whose significance has never been diluted and never ever will be. All stemming from that simple dread at the very idea of losing each to the other. Everyone here is obliged to win. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So the gloves are off, Jim.
Well, it's certainly going to be huge, Peter. The demands, both physical and mental, on these players out there will be massive, and there's going to be a big responsibility on both captains to keep the players in check. We need talkers to ensure that everyone plays the game, and not this occasion.
So straight into the action. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And that was nowhere near his best. Now it's Neymar. Now it's Eto'o. No foul, says the referee. Now looking to orchestrate a counter.
Well, we're in the presence of a true great of Italian football.
You're talking Cruyff! Oh, cracking effort.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Not the most accurate pass. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
You have to say that was an exemplary tackle, stopped him dead in his tracks. Thuram, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And this is Ronaldinho. Neymar has it in a wide position. Scholes. Maldini cuts it out. And he's forced to go back. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Thuram makes the interception. Ronaldinho goes looking wide. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now it's Messi. And he's lost. And Messi! Ambitious, but just off target.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
Still goalless at the moment.
Flamengo couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Cannavaro.
Palmeiras really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind.
Cruyff! Looking to play him in. Neymar. Thuram. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. Now that looks a decent... And Cruyff! Loose ball now, and there's a chase. Oh, he's been caught napping! And it's played in here. Now there's a fine ball. Iniesta! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner. Flamengo are looking to go forward now. Messi. Cannavaro. He won't be happy with that one. Cruyff, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. Can he finish? Oh, split-second reaction.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Now it's Pelé. Looking for the run. It's Pelé! Goal! Palmeiras! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
So we have the first goal.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
That's a little off target. Dixon. Beckenbauer, looking for options for movement. Ronaldinho, and he is dashing away. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Can he get on the end of this? Eto! Oh, special! That is a special goal! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And the lead lost no time at all!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
Flamengo restore parity.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, I don't think either side will have too much to complain about or worry about, Peter. 1-1 is a fair reflection of the game so far, so it'll be fascinating to see how both teams go about trying to establish a little more control in this second half.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. And we are back underway. Oh, it's a vicious effort. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And it's Neymar. Knocks it into space. Tries to play it through. Big chance, corner. There's the header! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Beckenbauer really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
He's having a hit! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Neymar really looked as though he had chosen correctly then, and yet we quickly realised he hadn't.
And this is Pele! Thuram does well to get it back. Beckenbauer. Ronaldinho. Neymar. Nice interception, well timed. Yaya Toure is the team's great visionary. Pele. And it's Jordi Alba. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Jordi Alba. And it's Iniesta. Eto'o. Nesta calmly anticipates. Cruyff. Iniesta. Can he get it through? And this is Pele! Tries a shot! Oh, it's come loose. And he has kept it out somehow.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Palmeiras have their second corner now. And now a sudden chance to counter. And the pass is intercepted. That pass has been well intercepted. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And here's Cruyff. And that's going wide left.
Cruyff really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Challenge just a bit on the firm side. And that's clear cut, it's a free kick. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Passing is crisp and sharp. Messi unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Flamengo have kept their powder dry on the substance. Eto'o! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Corner number 3 coming up. There's the header! Denied by an instinctive save.
Thuram clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Threads one in. Beckenbauer. Cannavaro. So not long left in this now. It does seem we're headed for extra time here, unless, of course, there is one last dramatic twist. And Jordi Alba. Iniesta can so cleverly bypass the press.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Yaya Toure. Scholes. That's been cut out, well played. Oh, well played, well played. Spread it left.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Great defending, strong and determined. Tries to pass it through.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Iniesta. And this is Cruyff. Plays a sharp little ball here. Oh, well played. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Cannavaro. Neymar. Well timed, excellent interception. And it's Neymar. Neymar, good purposeful running this. Ronaldinho. He is through here. Oh, that was vital. So that means another 30 minutes football. So, Jim, any strong opinions after all of that?
Well, we can only hope we get an extra time contest of similar ambition, provided fatigue doesn't begin to play a part.
So no winner at full time, we will be going the distance.
Com o placar empatado depois de 90 minutos, teremos agora 30 minutos de
90 minutes gone and nothing between them still. Knocks it out wide. Cruyff engages and forces him off the ball. Real chance here. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, nearly, but not quite.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but still very good quick thinking on his part.
Well, that has not gone well. Cannavaro. Yaya Toure. It's a pretty loose pass. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Now, can he find a finish? Chance! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Oh, unlucky. There's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal.
substituição no time do Palmeiras.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Stood up well to him there. And it's Neymar. Great vision. Dida breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball.
This is the time you need that pace.
Thuram. Rijkaard. Now, can they get him away? Lovely pass, but and it's Luis Suarez. Great chance! Oh, wow, that's crazy! So is that it? Is this the moment they stole it? And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Eto'o! And again! Oh, he'd love to have another go at that.
Ronaldinho really wanted that, didn't he? Probably a little too much, to be honest.
So their fourth corner of the game. Bullish header! And it's come back out to him. And that's a sharp finish. That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me...
And we're halfway through extra time. So both parties have given everything to this point in extra time. 15 minutes remain, and they have to turn their efforts to those minutes very soon. And so the last chance to find a winner. They have given it everything. It's been gruelling, but who will be standing at the very end? Pinches it off him. Beckenbauer.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
And he cuts out the supply. Iniesta looking to pass their way up the pitch. And it's Jordi Alba. Oh, no joy this time. That has been slung wide. Now it's Rooney. Oh, well measured. It's Eto'o! Incredible! Just incredible! Oh, that has got to be it! This has to be it! We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't faze him, not in the slightest.
And he's done it again, he's got his second. Flamengo leading now.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do. Palmeiras really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Flamengo moments now away from seeing this one out. Iniesta. Good take, and is he in? And that is a little undercooked. Aimed beyond the defence. And we're done. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will, and this place is bouncing. Eto'o voted man of the match and... So hello and welcome to everybody who has joined us for the build-up to this occasion of ultimate tribalism. And as you would expect, that build-up has been remarkable. They fight here not just for the pride of their manor, but in the ultimate show of one-upmanship. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So the gloves are off, Jim.
Yeah, well, I think it's going to be a game where...
Takes a shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Now then, this man really is a legend, perhaps the legend, a revolutionary, the father of a philosophy. He is, of course... And Cruyff! And it's a goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Palmeiras are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. And smartly reclaimed. Cruyff. Suarez has the space to scheme. Cruyff. Beckenbauer. Pelé. And this is Pelé! Engages and forces him off the ball. It's a pretty loose pass. Cannavaro. That's good pressing, squeezing the play.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And that is expertly dealt with. Beckenbauer. That is ended up in no man's land. Played out to the left flank, and he's picked it up out wide. Great vision. Now there's a fine ball. Here comes the cross. Dida deals with that nice and simple. Looking to play him in. Oh, that's a key interception. Thuram. Not the most accurate pass. Tries to play it through. Iniesta. Cruyff. And this is Pelé! Pelé can see things others simply cannot. Cruyff. Cannavaro. Could move up a gear here. Luis Suarez. Rijkaard spots it and intercepts. Del Piero. Look at that, he shoots! Messi! Oh, that is beautiful! That is a gem! An absolute gem! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here. Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
Flamengo restore parity.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Cruyff really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
15 minutes till half-time. Pelé, always... That's rather hopeful! Now, who's going to be first to this? Scholes. And it's Luis Suarez. Great defending, strong and determined. Now it's Del Piero. Now it's Messi. He might... Messi! And that is quite wonderful! A finish right from the top draw. And the comeback is complete. A truly super goal. What a spiky hit that was.
That was magnificent. The way he caught it so perfectly. I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
Flamengo leading now.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
And Messi! Oh, he's done it! Stylish in the extreme, a delicious goal.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Brilliantly cut out. And that's going wide left. And it's Bergomi. Cruyff. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Iniesta. And that pass just didn't quite work. And that's a simple one for the keeper. And the referee says that is that for the first half.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
Flamengo claiming the lion's share of the 4 goals, up by 3-1 at half-time. So, into the second half. Played over towards the opposite flank. Flamengo do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Pelé showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Neymar going face-to-face with his great chance! It's run loose, who's going to get there? Oh, what has happened here? Beckenbauer. Maldini, a man never lacking in drive or determination. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Cruyff. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Cannavaro, played into space. Scholes. Pass somewhat off target. Dixon. Rijkaard. To Maldini. Goes looking wide, back where it came from. No, that's been intercepted. Beckenbauer. Rijkaard. Flamengo are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Oh, good spread. He's found space here.
Substituição no time do Palmeiras. Camisa 4, camisa 11.
Jordi Alba.
Fechando o campo para
And it's Iniesta.
camisa 14.
Cruyff, given the lift of his goal. That's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Cruyff. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Bergomi kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Scholes.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Ronaldinho. Iniesta. Well, that has not gone well. Messi receives it in a wide position. Can he finish? Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
Flamengo, palpably stronger, better, superior. Now it's Del Piero. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Oh, there's a probing ball. It's a pretty loose pass. Tries one from range. And that's off target.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Nesta. Eto! What a hit! What a hit! A rocket and some! About as smooth as it gets! This day becomes absolutely perfect! Utterly ideal! And a calamitous moment ends with the inevitable result.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Oh, what's he done? Now it's Dembele. Pinches it off him. Threads one in. And it's Ronaldinho. And Messi! They want to be quick to recover this. Yaya Toure. Jordi Alba.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Oh, super find. And he's running through. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Succumbs to the pressure. Beckenbauer. Ronaldinho. And here's Del Piero. And this is Iniesta. Iniesta!
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Now it's Del Piero. Knocks it into space. Looking for options for movement. Yaya Toure. Time added on will be 2 minutes. And it's Cruyff. And he's been shifted off it. Rijkaard. Nicely spread. Oh, he's found support out wide. He's shifting through the gears here. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Flamengo have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly to win. A great performance by any measure. Messi, a huge performance, answering the call. The end of the game. Reflections?
That is a superb win. This is one of those games where the result justifies whatever means. Just look at the players celebrating with the fans. Everyone pumped. Takes me back.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. A very good evening to you.